Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? There's nothing too good for a girl that's so true. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you? Bought you a fur coat for Christmas, a diamond ring, a Cadillac car, and everything. Love makes me treat you the way that I do. Gee, baby, ain't I good to you?
Greetings, peeps, and welcome to another episode of Dr. H, Music 100, Music Elements. One of the drawbacks of taking online courses is that you don't have much interaction with your professors, obviously. It's all done electronically. So we've just come off Memorial Day holiday. I hope everyone had a great holiday. Looking at your progress through the course. Here we are at the midterm, and everyone seems to be doing fairly well. I'm not noticing any real problems. Those of you that have had a little bit of difficulty have reached out to me, and I've done my best to answer your questions. But please always understand that if you do have an issue, if there's anything that you need clarification on or need help with, all you got to do is shoot me an email, and I will do everything within my power to work with you to help you with whatever it might be that you're struggling with. And if that involves a Zoom call or Zoom meeting, we can do that. Or if necessary, we can even have a personal face-to-face one-on-one in my office on campus at Delta. So let's talk a little bit about the midterm. I know we're halfway through the week. But for those of you that may have not yet begun the midterm, and that's fine. If you have decided to wait, that's perfectly fine. Just don't wait too long. Just remember, you have to finish the midterm within the allotted 2-hour, 120-minute time frame. You can't pause it or stop it and then go have a sandwich and come back and finish it. Once you start it, you have to finish it. You can't, as I said, you can't pause it and come back later. So just keep that in mind. And with that in mind, my advice is not to start the midterm at 10 p.m. on Saturday, as it will close Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And the reason I say that, folks, is anything can happen in that time. Power failures, computer glitches, what have you. Don't wait. If the latest, at the very latest I would do this, it would be Friday or Saturday morning at the absolute latest. So just give yourself that window of time before you begin the midterm. Okay, so a couple of things about, you may have noticed about the detailed course calendar and our online text. You may have noticed that there are no deadlines other than the midterm and final exams. Everything is open. I do this for a reason in this particular section of the course because we only have an 8-week section, we only have 8 weeks to do this in. It's a concentrated course. So I like to be able to have students have their, build your own schedule if you want, work at your own pace if you want. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that midterm and that final. Those dates are firm. They cannot be changed. But this gives you an opportunity if you need to work longer on something, or if you need, to start something early or finish it early. This gives you the freedom to do that. And I do that for the whole of the text, so you have some time to play with, some wiggle room, as it were. The detailed course calendar is giving you date ranges, but it's just a suggestion to follow. I try not to hold everyone's feet to the fire on this too much just because it's summer. Everyone kind of likes to kick back and relax a little bit. And, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to be disciplined. So I put that schedule there for you to have a time frame to work in. So just understand there are no deadlines on the online text, but you really should kind of follow that just so you can get finished in time. And also, if you don't finish the material prior to the exam that you're going to be taking, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. You won't have experienced what it is that will be on the exam. So just understand you have some freedom, but also remember this. Once you have submitted an assignment, once you have taken a quiz, that's it. There is no redo. Unless you email me and specifically request it. And I will only do that one time per quiz. So just understand, you do have some options and you can go back and redo one time. So I would say do the best you can to stick to that schedule, but understand that you have the freedom to go outside the schedule if it's necessary. And remember that the midterm and the final do have set dates, and those are firm. Those are not negotiable. Those you got to get those in during the time that's allotted. And that's the unfortunate side of this. I want to give everybody the freedom to work at your own pace. But if you wait until the last minute to complete assignments, you're not going to be prepared to take the midterm. So please, do the work, get the work done, and you will do absolutely splendidly. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the composition project. This is the week to introduce it. And so just understand that the composition project is not due until the last day of the semester. So you have some time, roughly 4 weeks, to play around with it. And there are some composition parameters that you need to follow. And you can find these parameters on our e-learning site under the composition project module. Okay, so if you go to the content tab, scroll down to composition project module, click on that, it'll come up to the page that shows the composition project parameters, and they're pretty straightforward. Your composition project needs to be 8 to 16 measures in length. Your composition project must use some type of motivic material. You're going to find out what that is, I promise. Your composition project must be submitted electronically. This is important. You can't send me a handwritten composition. It must be done using notation software. So I'm going to provide you with links to 2 free notation software packages, and you're welcome to use either one of those to complete your project. The two software packages that I recommend students use, one of them is MuseScore, MuseScore. Again, I'll have links to these in that tab. And the other one is NoteFlight. And the major differences between the two of these are MuseScore is software that you actually download to your system. And NoteFlight is an all online. You don't have to download anything. And there's, advantages to both. They're both pretty much the same. But there are some advantages to having it on, resident on your system. Particularly if the internet goes down or you're in an area where you don't have internet, then sometimes it's nice to have that, especially if you use a laptop. Of course, the all online version is good because it's accessible anywhere, and as long as you have internet, you can download you can complete your project. But again, I will have links to both of those, and you can play around with them and have fun with them. You may compose your composition in either major or minor mode. You're going to find out all about that as we go along. You may write your composition in any key except C major or A minor, and we're just beginning to learn about key signatures, so you're going to know what that is too. You may use any note or rest value up to that of a 16th. And you may use simple or compound meter, and we're just about to delve into what meters are, so this should be fun about simple and compound meters. But you must use the appropriate time signature, so make sure that all of these things are in place. Things like musical expression, dynamics, and tempo markings are optional. You don't have to use them, but you are welcome to if you want. And both of the software packages that I'm going to recommend to you, you can put those types of things in. Also, you may, if you have lyrics that you want to compose a song to or a melody to, by all means, you're welcome to do this. You don't have to have lyrics, but if you've got, a poem rattling around in your head and you want to set it to music, by all means, go ahead. As long as it's not Shakespeare or Chaucer or somebody that we're going to get sued over, well, then go for it. Have at it. And sometimes having the lyrics can actually help you compose. It can actually give you a starting point. It can help with rhythm, and in some cases it can even help with melody. Now, I'm going to be providing you with a couple of links that you can click on to vids that are lectures that I give on composition. There's 3 parts. I urge you to watch all 3 parts. It's a little on the lengthy side, but it's very, very informative. It gives you some good details on how to compose and some different options of how to begin your composition, because sometimes that's the hardest part is starting it. So I urge you, look for those links. They're going to be in that composition project module, and watch those vids. And if you have any questions regarding the composition project, of course, shoot me an email. I'm happy to work it out. Also, a couple of things to remember. Keep in mind, the composition isn't due until the last day of the semester. If you would like feedback on your composition at any point, you may email me a rough draft of your composition anytime between now and June 23rd, which is the day before our final exam starts. And the only reason I put that restriction on it is once the final exam week begins, it's going to be hard for me to spend time with you on your specific composition project. It's not that I won't be able to. I could, but I would suggest if you need help with it, get in touch with me before June 23rd so that we can provide you with the best possible help. Once again, I will put links in the composition tab to the 2 software packages and also to the instructional composition vids that I have produced. Again, it's in 3 parts. Again, I urge you to watch those just because they do contain some very, very useful information. Once again, from looking at the progress everyone's been making so far, you guys are all doing great. But if you see that you're having trouble, component or element that you're having struggle, or concept that you're struggling with understanding, by all means, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to work with you as much as possible. Don't forget, again, your composition project is kind of looming in the background there. Not due until the end of the semester, but you can email me a copy, a rough draft, and I'll be happy to look at that for you. Okay, that's about all I can think of, folks. One last item. If I see that you are lagging behind and you are struggling with any part of the course, and it begins to affect your grade and it's suffering, I will be contacting you. And I will say, hey, what's going on? Let's talk. So, I do keep track of what you do. It may not seem like it because I'm this disembodied entity that just sort of comes to you through these vids and through emails. But I do watch what you do. So please, if at all, at any time at all, you are struggling with any concept, please email me. Don't just pretend that you know it or hope that it'll all work itself out. Go ahead, shoot me an email. and we'll get together and I will do absolutely everything within my power to help clarify. Okay, so I hope everyone is enjoying the wonderful weather we've been having, and aside from the rainstorms, and I hope that you're getting some time in this spring summer session to relax a little bit. Email me with any questions you have. I look forward to hearing from you, and I've been enjoying our discussion topic, the introductions. It's been great. There's going to be 2 more topics, so just kind of watch for those. I think you'll really enjoy the next one as well. Okay, so any questions, let me know, and we'll see ya.
I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. What's the use of trying not to fall? I have no will, you made your kill, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm just like an apple on a bough, and you're gonna shake me down somehow. So what's the use? You've cooked my goose, 'cause you took advantage of me. I'm so hot and bothered that I don't